Subscribe now. EU debates.
Well, today our President Niinistö called to President Putin just to inform that Finland is now proceeding towards NATO membership. Our parliament will discuss this item on Monday, and it's very likely that there is a very strong majority in our parliament also supporting the NATO membership, and then we will issue the application during the coming week.
What's your answer toward Turkey, because they said they are against Finland and Sweden membership?
Well, I yesterday called to my good colleague Mevlüt Çavuşoğlu, the Foreign Minister, and a little bit to take the tensions down, and we will also meet today, and I'm sure that we will find a solution to this item as well. But of course all the NATO countries, all the 30 countries have the capacity to block the process and so forth, so it's important that at least we keep now good contacts to each and everyone.
Did he provide any clarity in that call yesterday about what his comments meant? Are they seriously considering blocking the membership?
Well, it's better maybe that Turkey answers to these questions, that what is their aim. They have certain concerns, they might be domestic concerns or other concerns, and sometimes concerns that we cannot influence from Finland. And this is something that we have said also to our parliament, that when we have a process of 30 countries that has to go with our application to their parliaments, many issues can be raised and so forth. We cannot always give answers from our side to those issues. Well, I hope that this process will in the end be successful, and of course we know that it will take several months for national parliaments and decision makers to come to the conclusion, and for us it's very important that there are also governments who have announced clear support during this, I would say, grey zone when you send an application in but you are not yet covered by the NATO Article 5. It's very important that this is also a time that we can be in safely.
And can you tell us more about
Well, I cannot promise that everything is solved in one night, but the communication is very important, and we have had a constant communication with my colleague Mevlüt Çavuşoğlu on these topics. No, tapaan, sorry, in Finnish. Okay, I will take the Finnish questions there if English questions are here. Yeah. Well, our president called to Vladimir Putin for the reason that he wanted to inform Russia where Finland is going now with the NATO application process and what is the current status and so forth. And I understand that Russia took note on this announcement.
And why he discussed this topic with President Vladimir Putin? I mean, because in NATO, always your colleagues and your leaders, Secretary General, always stress that this is a relationship between NATO and its partner countries, and
We have
country will have an influence on this process.
We have 1,300 kilometer common border with Russia. The border is peaceful, and we want to maintain that border peaceful. It's very important that we communicate with our neighbor. We don't ask any permission for our political steps, but we communicate.
How concerned are you that the Turkish decisions might not end up in a veto, but do prolong the grey phase, so to say?
Well, each and every member country of NATO, of course, has this possibility to prolong the process. There can be delays in the national parliaments and so forth. Countries might have their own concerns, but I'm confident that in the end we will find a solution, and Finland and Sweden will become members of NATO.
Could you also tell us whether you are in talks about more mutual defense security agreements like the one that is close to the UK?
Well, for us it has been very important that during this grey period when you are not yet covered by Article 5, as many governments as possible are supportive to Finnish security, and for example with the EU member states we have raised Article 42.7, and many of the member states have announced that we are already covered by the Article 42.7 even when we are not a NATO member. All these kind of announcements are very important for us. Well, on this terrorism issue, I want to be very clear. We are part of the ISIS coalition against ISIS. We participate to the Marrakesh meeting. Fight against the terrorism is a very important topic for us. More than that is needless to say. Now I go to the Finnish side. Thank you.